Welcome back. We're continuing the news. The election to select the next colonel of the Moortown Maroons did not materialize on Sunday as some had hoped. Our reporter Dwayne Anderson has been tracking this story and has more in this report.
High-powered rifles, ritualistic dress, and a jerk pan vendors. Everything was in place for a potentially dramatic election day in Moortown in Portland. But the challenge of Hope Dillon was not entertained. The current leadership of the Maroon Territory maintained that the 18-year-old's challenge was not properly constituted. An older Maroon reiterated the steps that must be followed to take on the colonel.
The council first will have to meet. Then from the council, then we have a town talk meeting. Then we can come to a decision. But it's not that one can come out of the blue, and really come up with she or his plan.
Annette Aaron, who is a member of Hope Dillon's campaign team, said she's aware of how Maroon elections are constituted, as she served on Colonel C.L.G. Harris's council decades ago. She told us the current colonel and his council had not given the process a chance.
We tried to contact him in meeting, call him to meeting, speak with him. He said he would go to the township, his council, and then come back to it. It's over 1 year now we have it on record. He don't call us and say anything. We speak to the captain. It's over a year now. We have it on record. And he said he will get to the council and come back to it. None of them say anything to us.
In addition, the challenger Hope Dillon was adamant she had the support of enough people to call the town meeting needed to recognize her challenge. She and her team showed us several pages with over 100 names of Moortown Maroons and potential voters who had thrown their support behind her.
As the people really need a change, it has been 28 years without any development whatsoever. And the Rio Grande people need a change. The time is now. And I can't sit and watch my community go down like this. My communities, we need to bring back the unity. We need to build infrastructures here. We need to stop the constant migration.
But at least one Maroon said he was not comfortable with the apparent role of Maroons from other territories in the team's challenge.
He is the guy who come here and try to invoke all these things in this little girl's head here to oppose this man who named Mr. Sterling, who is the colonel. And as for that, we are not in for that.
But he wants the serving Moortown Colonel Wallace Sterling to improve his performance.
I am not holding up my right hand or my left hand and say this guy who's in position is doing a #1 work. You understand me? But if you have an empty house and no one is living inside the house and somebody else is going to fight for that house and still yet is not going to live in that house there, it makes no sense. The people who is coming, they got to have an idea what they are going to do.
In the end, the election did not go ahead on Sunday. The leadership of the Portland Police said it was an incident-free day for the heavily armed soldiers and SWAT team members that kept watch over the Maroon Territory. Colonel Sterling in the meantime explained that a township meeting will be held in another 2 weeks to allow the issues to be ventilated. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.